Good morning. It is an absolutely gorgeous day, and good to be outside running. I'm getting 12 miles in this morning. I've got a trail half marathon down in Brunswick County 2 weeks from today, and I'm looking forward to that. The Viking Dash Cape Fear. You get to choose your finisher medal between a Thor's hammer or Ragnar's axe, and I'm going to choose the axe if there's any left when I'm done, because I'm sure that one's going to be the popular one. I have nothing against Thor or anything, but Ragnar was actually more than likely historically real, although there is some debate about that, and definitely a cool character. But anyway, just wanted to say hello and talk about the importance of preparing properly for especially distance races when it comes to your nutrition and hydration. You can drink too much. They always say make sure to hydrate well, and that is true. It's better, I have found, at least for me, to be in a regular state of hydration. I try to drink water regularly throughout the day during the week, and not just wait till race day to pile on the water. And the reason I say you can drink too much is you need to balance the intake of fluids with the intake of electrolytes. And that's important to make sure that your body can process the amount of water that you take in during your run. And so that is very important. Good morning. It's very important to do that so that you prevent, I believe it's called hydro, well, I don't remember the technical term, but anyway, it's water toxicity, where you get too much water in your body. And so it's important to make sure you balance that with proper electrolytes. I use Salt Sticks brands Fast Chews mixed berry flavor. I've got those on my Amazon store if you want to take a look at those. I do get commissions on those, just to be open about that, but they are a very good deal on Amazon, and I've got them conveniently under my store. So if you want to go check that link out, that's in my bio. It's also on my links page on my website. Anyway, enough about that. Then when it comes to nutrition, everybody's different. Find what works for you. For me, I've tried several different things. Before runs and races, I like to eat Honey Stinger waffles. I don't use them during my run just because they're a little bigger, and finding places to stow those are a little more challenging. And plus, I tend to do better with a gel than I do a solid during my races. And so I love the Honey Stingers before and even after a race. But during my races and long runs to prepare for races, I tend to use a product called Endurance Tap. They're a Canadian company. They do sell through the American store called The Feed. But Endurance Tap is pure maple syrup from Canada. And the only other ingredients they put in it is sea salt and ginger to help with digestion. And so unlike other gel products, this will not burn your stomach. It's very light, very tasty. And they sell it in individual packets, but they also sell it, you can also purchase one of these reusable flasks, and you can buy the Endurance Tap syrup by the, I think it's a 32-ounce bottle, and so you can refill the reusable flask, and you can wash it in the dishwasher. I wash it on the top rack all the time, so it's safe to use in the dishwasher. But anyway, I've been using Endurance Tap since I think 2020. First race I used it in was the Myrtle Beach Marathon, which is still my PR. And so anyway, it got me through that race, and so I've been using it ever since. And I just used it in the Berlin Marathon, and it works terrifically. It keeps my nutrition balanced, and it's light enough that it doesn't bother my stomach, but it gives me enough energy. You can, when you buy the individual packets, get it with caffeine infused in it as well. That would be the only other ingredient, but you have to buy it that way because by default the regular Endurance Tap doesn't have that in it. I think if you buy it with it, it's like 35 milligrams of caffeine per packet. But anyway, now I got the sun in my face. But I was just past my turnaround, wanted to have this little discussion right quick. But anyway, the big rule of thumb, once you find what works for you nutrition wise and electrolyte wise, then make sure you train with it. And don't just train with it a week or two before the race. Make sure you train with it regularly for weeks prior to your race. to make sure that your body has adjusted well to it, works well with it. And remember, the #1 rule of thumb when it comes to running races is never try anything new on race day. Don't try new shoes, new shirts, new shorts, new nutrition, new hydration. Make sure whatever you're using on race day is what you've trained with. And that's really true of a lot of other sports as well, but it's very true in running. So anyway, I hope this little non-TED talk has been useful to you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, DM me. But also check out my website. I do have a link in my bio on Instagram to my links page on my website. And from that links page, you can find stuff about me. If you want to know more about me, that's up to you. But I also have links to other products that I use. Some of those have discounts with them, like Alter-Ego Running. They have the best hats, like the one I'm wearing right now. And then I also have a link to my Amazon storefront, which is mostly running stuff. Although I did add a little section for the colognes and soaps and stuff I like to use, just in case you want to smell like me. Okay, I know that's silly, but anyway, please do check it out. Again, I do get commissions on anything that's sold through Amazon, but it doesn't increase the price. The prices are great. As you know, Amazon has really good pricing. I just work as an influencer for them, so feel free to check that out. Even if you don't buy anything through my links, go check it out. Just see the products that I recommend, because I've used every one of them, and I can personally attest that they do work, because I use them regularly. Like the shoes I've got on right now, the hydration vest I'm wearing right now. Those are things that you can find right there on my Amazon storefront. It's like my little miniature running store, so feel free to check that out. And like I said, every bit of it's been tested by me. Anyway, I hope this has been useful. I gotta get back to my run. So ciao, hope you have a great day.